Most of us live our lives within a comfort zone. A small job, a safe job, a steady relationship. We think we are happy because we are safe. Good day, everyone. I'm Shin Anditi Lipay, and now let's talk about a book by Jojo Moyes, a British journalist and novelist, which entitled Me Before You, which was published in year 2012. It was written during a time of intense global debate regarding of the right to die and the ethics of assisted suicide with the genres of romance, contemporary fiction, and tragedy. Louisa Clark, also known as Lou Clark, is a quirky 26 years old girl with a few ambitions, which she loses her job at the cafe and she was hired as a caregiver for Will trainer. Lou discovers that Will, a former high achiever, was left quadriplegic after a motorcycle accident, which was given to his parents only 6 months before he travels to Dignitas in Switzerland to end his life. Lou did her very best. Also, she takes Will on a luxury trip where she confesses her love and pleads with him to live his life. Will admits his love for her, but maintains that the life he now leads is not the one he can accept. Will follows through with his decision in Switzerland, of course, with Lou by her side. He leaves her a letter and a financial inheritance to live boldly for Lou. So, for the characters, we have Louisa Clark, also known as Lou. So, she is a girl with a warm, creative, and initially stuck in a safe life. So, while Will Traynor, he is intelligent man, a wealthy man, and a formerly adventurous, and which why his ability leads to profound bitterness and a desire for autonomy. So this novel is about man versus self because Will struggles with his new identity and also a man versus man because Lou attempts to change Will's mind versus his determination to live. So this is a quality of life also versus in sanctity of life. Where does a person have the right to end their life if they deem it no longer worth living? Also, it is very visible in this novel that the contrast between Lou's working class background and the trainer's wealth. The both character in this novel, which is Lou and Will, has a great impact to in each other because they transform each other. Will pushes Lou to expand her horizons, while Lou softens Will's bitterness in life. For the symbol of the story, it was about the bumblebee tights. It represents Lou's Lot's childhood confidence and her uniqueness. Also the maze because it symbolizes the feeling of being trapped and the difficulty of finding one ways through the trauma that she had. So this novel sparked significant controversy within disability community because with some critics arguing it that a disabled life is a burden and not worth living. So in this novel, I've learned that the importance of respecting individual autonomy, even when a loved one's choice is painful to accept. So for me, this literature often challenges us to empathize with impossible situations, forcing us to ask, what would I do? In a world that often prioritizes success and physical perfection, the book asks what truly constitutes a meaningful life. Beyond its commercial success, The book remains a staple for ethics and literature classes because it refuses to provide a happily ever after ending, opting instead for a realistic and polarizing conclusion. In addition to that, Me Before You has a film adaptation stars with Emilia Clarke as Lou Clark and Sam Claflin as Wee Traynor. And remember, as Will wrote a letter for Lou, live boldly and just live. Thank you, everyone. So this is the trailer of Me Before You.
Oye, me pongo con ello y lo cerramos. ¡Taxi! Sí, claro. Tranquilo.
¿Tiene experiencia como cuidadora?
Nunca lo he hecho, pero aprendo muy rápido.
Vayamos a conocer a Will. Will, te presento a Louisa Clark. Nathan te informará de los cuidados habituales de Will.
No hables como si yo no estuviera, mamá. Mi cerebro no está paralizado. Aún.
Hola. ¿Y para qué estoy aquí?
Para alegrarle, supongo.
He pensado que podríamos salir esta tarde.
Mi madre dice que es habladora.
Sí.
Hacemos un trato. ¿Qué tal si no es habladora conmigo?
Buenos días. Me odia. Hablo y me mira como si fuera tonta. Un poco tonta sí que eres. Ya, pero él todavía no lo sabe.
Interesante elección de calzado.
¿A qué te refieres?
Bueno, de aquí no son.
¿Por qué no?
Porque aquí es donde viene la gente cuando ya se ha cansado de vivir.
Estoy feliz aquí.
Pues no lo entiendo. Solo tenemos una vida y es nuestra obligación vivirla al máximo.
Will, ¿puedo preguntarte algo?
Sospecho que vas a hacerlo.
Lo siento, estoy hablando mucho otra vez.
No, quédate. Cuéntame algo alegre.
Cuando era pequeña, no había manera de que me quitaran mis leotardos de abeja.
Leotardos de
De
abeja.
rayas negras y amarillas.
¡Qué horror!
¿No tenías tú algo que te gustara tanto?
Sí. Por favor, dime que no me has afeitado las cejas.
Solo una.
Lu me ha dicho que antes eras muy activo.
Pat.
Supongo que con un buen entrenamiento.
Patrick.
No, tranquila. La verdad es que yo pensé que podría superarlo y volver como si no hubiera pasado nada, pero me equivoqué. ¿Puedo llevarte a un sitio?
Vas a salir con Will Traynor. Es demasiado escotado. Ponte el rojo.
No quiero entrar aún. Solo quiero ser un hombre que ha ido a un concierto con una chica vestida de rojo solo unos minutos más.
Es la cuarta en 2 años. La última casi lo mata.
Les prometí a mis padres 6 meses y eso es lo que les he dado.
Pero eso era antes de mí.
Yo quiero que viva, pero solo si él quiere.
No puedo dejar que eso ocurra.
No se puede cambiar a la gente.
¿Y entonces qué se puede hacer?
Amarla.
Cuídale. Ese sí vale la pena.
No quiero que te pierdas todas las cosas que otro podría darte.
Pero yo puedo hacerte feliz. Me he convertido en una nueva persona gracias a ti.
¿Sabes qué, Clark? Tú eres la única razón que tengo para levantarme por las mañanas.
Wait for me to come home.